What's up, y'all? It's Poppin' with Crackhead. Steve Boss here reacting this video by Honest. It's titled The Alabama Barker Situation. So, they've had their diss tracks. I reacted to their diss tracks on my Patreon. And now, Bhad Bhabie just released another diss track, which is also up on my Patreon right now. I've been keeping up with their hot mess of a situation. But, yeah, let's see what he has to say about it. Let's watch.
You know what this beef reminds me of? The era of Rice Gum, Jake, and Logan Paul diss tracks. It's like I can't even legitimize it as a genuine rap beef, but it is still somewhat entertaining. Now we all know Bhad Bhabie, aka Danielle Bergoli, who was first introduced to us on Dr. Phil, and her catchphrase "Catch Me Outside" went super viral. She then became a content creator, got signed to Atlantic Records, and had a successful rap career. She even had a beef with Iggy Azalea, which in hindsight is so funny. She kind of went away, laid low, made headlines when she created an OnlyFans, and even more headlines when she revealed how much money she made from OnlyFans. She then made news for her personal issues such as cancer and allegedly being a victim of domestic violence. But her music career has experienced a big resurgence thanks to her beef with Alabama Barker. Now, for those of you that don't know who Alabama Barker is, she is the daughter of Travis Barker. Travis Barker is a musician. He's a part of Blink-182. He's an icon. He's also married to Kourtney Kardashian. And in true Kardashian fashion, Alabama Barker is kind of just a socialite. She has no defined public persona. She's just rich, has a lot of famous friends, but she has dropped some music. Their beef began, and embarrassingly so, over a man. Bhad Bhabie's baby father named Levon. Bhad Bhabie and Levon notoriously have a rocky relationship that is off and on. During one of their off moments, Bhad Bhabie accused Alabama of trying to get with her boyfriend. Now, the ultimate key here being that Alabama and Bhad Bhabie were allegedly friends, or at least on friendly terms. Alabama did deny trying to get with her man. It's clear that he is manipulating her, feeding her a distorted narrative to justify his behavior. She wrote in an Instagram post, "His actions reveal a lack of respect and consideration for others, and it's painful to witness her continuing to support him despite this."
Me and Levon get into it. We was drunk, and sometimes when we get drunk, we either fuck all night or fight all night. And yeah, we get physical, whatever. So
you get me physical, and Levon, whatever. That's not whatever.
We're drunk. We get into it.
This is embarrassing.
I fucked up by calling Sosa. So I call Sosa and I'm like, yeah, we fighting, blah 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 blah. Like, basically, like, come get me. Okay, so me and Levon went to go lay down. I go to lay down with him. When I get in the bed, Sosa calls me. Levon answers my phone. It didn't say Sosa at the top or nothing. It was just the phone number. But Levon answers the phone and you hear Sosa's voice saying, "Danny, what's up?" Or "Danny, where you at?" So I was the one that cheated first. So I cheated by calling Sosa from the jump.
What? So, that's cheat. All right.
So after Levon answered the phone, he busted my lip, broke.
So that's the justification that you giving, is that, oh, that's why he did it. He bust my mom, and I was wrong because I cheated by calling somebody. That's cheating.
My phone.
And look how casually she's mentioning this. Oh yeah, he bust my lip.
Phone. He busted my lip, broke my phone. I tried to stop him from leaving, and when he was trying to close the door, I put my hand in the way, so he accidentally slammed my hand in the door. My hand was literally hanging. My teeth were loose. It was just a whole big thing. So I'm trying to wake E up, and I'm telling E, take me to the hospital. Meanwhile, the phone never hung up.
This man hit you so hard that your adult teeth are now wiggling around like you 5 and you about to lose your adult teeth because he hit you so hard, and this is how you're casually talking about. If I was Alabama, I would eat her alive. There's so much you could say. There's so much to say. Excuse me, ain't no rules and no rap beef. What's up? I'm saying everything.
The phone never hung up, so Sosa heard all this shit going on, right? So
girl,
right after that, I'm trying to wake E up to take me to the hospital because my hand is literally like hanging, like fucked up. So E's drunk as fuck. He's like, "Danny, go lay down." And I'm like, "Bro, okay." So I call Sosa and I'm like, "Bro, I need to see a doctor. Like, I need to go to the hospital." So he comes and picks me up, and he calls like the house. We use the same house call doctor, so he calls the doctor for me. The doctor comes, looks at my wrist, makes sure my teeth aren't gonna fall out, gave me some medicine, and I go to sleep. I stayed at Sosa's house that night. This was all at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I took 2 Xanax, went to sleep, and didn't wake up till 4 or 5
After been
o'clock.
drinking all night? That insane?
I call E's phone when I wake up, which E's Levon's best friend. And when he called me, it was on FaceTime, and like Sosa got a whole bunch of shit above his bed, like the glow gang shit or whatever. So E seen that and was like, "Oh my God, Danny, are you dead ass right now?" And I was just like, I fucked up bad. Like and then Sosa dropped me off back home a couple minutes later, and when I got there, Levon was boxing his stuff up in boxes. I was crying on the floor, screaming like, "Please don't leave me, our family, please don't leave me." So he left his stuff.
This is actually sad. Like, this is not even a joking matter. Like, I actually feel really bad for her, and she's talking about this as if it's normal.
He ends up going to stay at a hotel for 2 weeks. And in these 2 weeks that he's gone, he meets Alabama. Me and Levon get back together after this 2 weeks. And I'm on Instagram. Me and E sitting in the bed, I'm on Instagram. And I click a picture of Alabama on the Explore page, and I see it says follow. And I'm like, what? Alabama follow me? So I called Talon. And I'm like, did something happen between us and Bama? Like, I'm confused. So Talon's like, oh, I had heard something about her and Levon. But she was like, I didn't even think it was serious. I thought it was just made up, so I didn't even tell you. I didn't want to work you up. So I call Levon, and I'm like, Levon, you know this bitch? Like, so I'm texting Levon. I'm on the phone with Levon, and I'm texting Bama, like, Bama, call me now. Like, what the fuck? Like, why am I hearing something about you and my baby daddy? And she's like, what? No, never. And I'm like, girl, what? Like, be real with me. So she calls me, and she's like, yeah, we met, and we exchanged numbers, but that was it. Levon didn't tell me the truth, nor did Alabama tell me the truth. So,
Matt Ware, what does he do?
Basically, like, a couple weeks later, I'm at my mom's house in Florida. And Levon not answering the phone, so I track the location on the car, and I see that the car is in Alabama's neighborhood. So I called Alabama, like, is Levon at your house? And she was like, no, he's not. She was like, hold on, give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna call you back. So she calls me, and she's like, yeah, my mom has it all on recording. She was like, yeah, we linked each other a couple times, but we never had sex. It wasn't like that. Like, he lied to me and told me that he wasn't him. First of all, he has my name tattooed on his neck. Like, how the fuck are you gonna say that he told you it wasn't him when you could have easily figured out it was him?
Then Bhad Bhabie dropped the first diss track, called Overcooked, where she didn't name Alabama directly, but made some accusations, appearing to insinuate that Alabama had a fling with Soulja Boy and allegedly got pregnant by Tyga. Tyga, who used to date Alabama's step-aunt, Kylie Jenner. Tyga quickly shut down the speculation, saying, "This is the dumbest I ever heard. I have never had any sort of physical relationship with Alabama. It's honestly ridiculous I even have to address it." What makes it even creepier is that Tyga also allegedly got with Kylie when she was underage. Alabama also denied the claims, responding in an Instagram story saying, "To be clear, I've never been pregnant, never had an abortion, and I've never been alone with Tyga or Soulja Boy." Weeks later, Alabama fired back with her own diss track titled Crybaby. She rapped, "I can't even cap, I didn't even know he was your baby daddy," defending herself against the accusations of knowingly getting involved with Vaughn. She also said, "Baby off them perks down bad, crying on the gram bit, went out sad." Alabama sounds like a mix of Lotto and Iggy Azalea. She has a few lyrics about people having to see her in real life, basically saying she confronts people in real life, and it's just not believable at all. The thing is, Bhad Bhabie is a girl that authentically grew up rough around the edges. We were introduced to her with her trying to fight her mom and talking crazy to Dr. Phil. Now, I'm not saying that either one of them are spotless. They both had their controversies and criticisms to be leveraged against them. Bhad Bhabie, however, is more of the real deal. brash, loud, maybe didn't have the best guidance growing up, but she has some likability in her. I think we all know someone kind of like Bhad Bhabie.
I don't.
She's done some awful things, but she's also done some really stand-up
like
things.
her.
Also, add to the...
I know the internet, they love her for whatever reason. I don't like her. Based on things that she's said and done in the past, I don't like her.
Fact that Bhad Bhabie kind of has the nostalgic meme culture factor. And Alabama Barker is aligned with the most hated family ever, the Kardashians. And you realize Alabama did not stand a chance. But I can see why she would gamble on someone like Bhad Bhabie. Because if she was going to be a winner to someone, Bhad Bhabie on paper seems like a relatively easy target. But she is definitely not when you are someone like Alabama Barker, with her type of background as well. Bhad Bhabie has her beat at her own game, because she's been here. Bhad Bhabie's diss track Miss Whitman is so much better than Alabama's. It's not even close, and it has so many layers to dissing that I actually don't think many would expect from a Bhad Bhabie diss track. First, it's called Miss Whitman. What does that mean, you might ask? It's a reference to the character Alabama Whitman from the movie True Romance.
People tell me this on Patreon because I was like, I don't know what this means.
The character that Alabama was named after because her dad Travis was such a huge fan of the movie. The Alabama Whitman character is a prostitute. Bhad Bhabie's song also samples Carnival by Kanye West. A sample
That's just so ironic given that she's accusing her of being such a whore. You know, the fact that she was named after a literal whore is actually kind of wild.
Kanye approved, further solidifying the Kardashian connection. Meanwhile, her music video features a Travis Barker lookalike. She went straight for the head with this one. And I think it landed. Yes, the song is scathing, yes, it has a lot of accusations, but more than anything, I think some of the lines are very funny, like, you sucked the dick right out my ass, who got the upper hand? No, you're not a model, get that flow right back to Lotto. Keep my baby daddy name out your mouth, or I will Smith it. But I got plaques on plaques on plaques like Soulja Boy teeth. It's a bit unhinged. She's definitely channeling some of that Cash Me Outside energy. Yeah, the song goes on to make several accusations about Alabama having sex with her friends' boyfriends, having abortions, trains, and it is just wild. Needless to say, Bhad Bhabie is the clear victor of this feud, especially considering Miss Whitman actually landed on the Billboard Hot 100.
Oh, shit.
On one hand, I do find it sad that this beef is over a man whose hands likely aren't clean and who Bhad Bhabie has had public fallouts with.
That's
at the same time, if someone is your friend and allegedly messes with someone you're involved with, then you have the right to be upset. Regardless of what is true or not, I do respect that both of these ladies took it to the booth. I feel like even more esteemed rappers aren't as immediate to take something to the booth. It's always on Twitter or through social media posts. Bhad Bhabie recently dropped another Alabama diss track, and she goes in again.
This one I just
watched. As hard. Alabama has laid relatively low. I think they both should move on from this beef soon, or eventually put a cap to the diss tracks, or else it will cause fatigue. This is not the type of feud you can continuously drag out without it ultimately being viewed as a clown show in the long run.
Yeah, it's gonna get stale quickly. I agree with that.
Bhad Bhabie should take her W while she's on the high, and Bama should take her L and push towards other things.
Learn from Drake, sister.
It's definitely an entertaining feud and not
sister
something
girl.
I would have ever predicted.
Yeah, very random. But yeah, I just watched it. If you want to hear my thoughts, head on over to Patreon to hear what I think about this diss track. But yeah, well, we'll see what happens from here and if Alabama will clap back. I'm sure she will. She's already working on something. But anywho, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you've been watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye!